Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Law Amalina binti Roslan. My metric number S51662. Today I would like to explain the topic of right and duties of an innkeeper for my individual video and report for Tourism and Hospitality Law MGM 4835. First of all, we must understand what is the meaning of innkeeper. According to Innkeeper Act 1952, Section 2, innkeeper means the innkeeper of any such inn and includes a company or corporation. To make you understand, an innkeeper is a person who owns or manages such premise. As I mentioned earlier, this video illustrates the duties and rights of an innkeeper. The duties of innkeeper are divided into 4 aspects. First, duties to provide refreshment. Second, duties to provide accommodation. Third, duties to provide service in a non-discriminatory manner. Fourth, duties to record guest information. Then, the right of an innkeeper divided into 3 aspects. First, right to payment. Second, right to control inn. Third, right to lien. Duties of innkeeper. Duties to provide refreshment. Innkeeper is under a duty to provide reasonable refreshment to a guest or traveller. The term of reasonable is flexible in nature, and it is not necessary for a hotel to provide a complete set of meals to its guests. For example, a bottle of mineral water included as reasonable refreshment. As long as the innkeeper provides reasonable refreshment, it is not obligatory on the innkeeper to provide refreshment which is not available in the inn. According to the case between R versus Higgins 1948, 1 KB 165, a family arrived at the inn at Sunday lunchtime. The innkeeper refused to serve them a full meal, although table was available at the restaurant. The innkeeper claimed that he had only a limited supply of food and disquiet for the evening meal and Monday morning breakfast of existing guests. The court held general rule is an innkeeper has a duty to provide travelers with refreshment. However, an innkeeper may lawfully refuse to discharge this duty if he has reasonable excuse, depends on the fact of the case. In this case, shortage of supplies was a legitimate excuse. Duties to provide accommodation. Legal duty of an innkeeper to provide shelter, premise or lodging to every guest who comes to ask for service and who is able to pay a reasonable sum for the service and facility provided. Innkeeper may refuse to accept guests in case of improper guests, minors, young adult, or even a person with troublesome behavior. It is important in order to protect the goodwill of the inn, to safeguard the existing guests and public interest. According to the case between Rothfield versus North British Hotel 1920, SC 805, the manner and conduct of the guest has caused distraction or annoyance to other patrons, thus he removed from the hotel by the management. Duties to provide service in a non-discriminatory manner. Grounds for discrimination could be race, gender, disabilities, religion, or belief. Innkeepers must reasonably use their effort to refrain from discriminating against in relation to the service or facilities. The common law emphasizes that disabled guests must be treated fairly and reasonably. According to the case between Gill versus Alvino Co. Ltd. 1983 to WLR 155, Alvino Bar has a rule that women were not allowed to stand and drink at the bar. The plaintiff, two women, ordered 2 glasses of wine at the bar. The barman refused to serve them at the bar and told them to sit at the table and they will go and serve them. The court held there was gender discrimination. Duties to record guest information. Based on the Registration of Guests Act 1965 RGA, all innkeepers are required to record certain information of guests. It can be physical registration book or computerized. Innkeeper obligation based on Section 3(1)(a) to keep a register in the form in the first schedule of all persons lodging at the premise. Section 3(1)(c) register must also record time and date of departure, destination upon departure from the inn. Section 3(3) allow register book to be inspected, and other sections related. Rights of innkeeper. Right to payment. Innkeeper will charge a price for the room provided. Innkeeper can demand payment in advance provided that the requirement is applied to all guests. If a guest does not make payment upon checkout or authorized to charge to the credit card, the innkeeper may remove guests from the inn for no payment. Right to control inn. Innkeeper has control over the inn. Innkeeper can enter the room that's sold to guests at any time and control the guest rooms during their stay. Innkeeper can kick out the guests if there is no payment or misbehave affect the comfort of other guests. Right to lien. Innkeeper can detain any property brought by the guest if the guest fail to pay the bills or known as lien. Lien refer to the creditor's right to keep possession of the debtor's property until the debt owed to them is paid. Section 3 under Innkeeper Act 1952, an innkeeper can sell by public auction any goods which may have been deposited with him to settle the debt. That's all from me. Thank you.